Hey guys, sorry I haven't trimmed the beard and I'm realizing it might be a little bit much in the close-up here. It's quite a wily. Anyway, wanted to talk for a second about my camera, the Panasonic GH4, and if you don't know, there's a picture profile that's been teased for the better part of a year, since November of last year, called Vlog, and it's basically a picture profile that enables the camera to maximize the amount of dynamic range that it has from shadows to highlights. So it's been demoed off and on at different showrooms and then with different dealers. Like I said, for the better part of a year, and there's just been like no information on when it would be released, and it just kind of got to the point of being maddening. Until finally, in September this year, September 1st, Panasonic announced that they were going to be releasing a new firmware update, firmware 2.3, and that was then you were going to purchase a $99 activation code, and it would unlock Vlog, the picture profile that's in firmware 2.3. So I ordered that. Up to this point, I was kind of... My cat's wanting out. Up to this point, I was kind of perturbed with Panasonic because I felt, while I didn't feel owed the Vlog profile as a free feature, I definitely felt owed it as an option to purchase, because they had been just flaunting it, and then, well, we don't know, but here it is, but we don't know. Very, very irritating to me. I mean, I understand that it was a new development after the camera was already in rotation, for 6 months. So I get that. I get that it shouldn't be free, but it was just frustrating that they were showing it and saying, well, maybe someday, maybe, I don't know. So that irritated me. But anyway, so in September, they finally released the plan. I purchased it, and it's supposed to be shipping. Still haven't received it. But today, on Twitter, I found out that there was a way to unlock it. And I'm not going to go into the details. Now my cat wants back in. Oh, okay. I'm not going to go into the details of how to unlock it, and I'll get to that in a second. But I found out how to unlock it, and so I went ahead and did it because I've already paid for Vlog, and so I didn't feel that as I was taking something that wasn't mine. I'm still waiting for the activation code to show up. Still purchased it. The credit card charge has already gone through. So Vlog is mine. I own it on this camera. So all that said, my issue that I want to talk about for a second is there's a lot of people on Twitter right now that are sort of rejoicing and saying, yeah, Panasonic's getting what they deserve, and we're just going to, blah, blah, blah. And I disagree with that mindset. This isn't karma. This is, if you're unlocking the profile and you haven't paid for it, you're stealing. People are complaining about, well, they shouldn't lock things in a firmware. I agree that they shouldn't lock things in a firmware if they were originally promised to you in order to purchase the camera, or if it was shipped that way. Like if the camera was shipped with this feature and then it was locked away, that's a jerk move. But this picture profile has been implemented into this firmware update with the intent of being activated through a purchase. I don't understand it. I don't get it all, but that's how they chose to operate. I am 100% behind purchasing this. I'm behind supporting and paying for new features for older cameras. And it's crazy to me, but the GH4 is an older camera. I've had it for about 18 months or whatever. So it's getting along in the tooth. And I support the idea financially of continuing to improve these cameras well into their lifespan. And something like Vlog is something that was never available on the GH4 before. There was never the possibility. It's not something that you could hack and open up. It was a new thing brought in through new firmware. And there was a purchase plan in place for that. So the fact now that people are unlocking this and canceling pre-orders, you are basically securing the reality that we are not going to have any more innovation on existing camera bodies. By not being willing to pay 99 bucks for a great feature that opens up 2 extra stops of dynamic range because you think you're owed something, I don't know. To me, I mean, I don't have the money for every 2 years to fork over $2,000 to $3,000 for a new camera body. I just don't. I can scrounge up $100 every year for a new feature in an existing camera body. Heck, I could scrounge up $100 every couple months if the features were that great, and there were new things, improvements on the existing camera body that weren't able to be implemented at the time of launch. So I just want you to consider that. For those of you who are taunting about, oh, I can get this for free now and screw Panasonic and all that, you're really just screwing innovation, and you're making sure that the market continues to just roll out minor updates every year. So you're basically spending $2,000 every year for a new camera body that probably could have just been a simple firmware update like this. So I hope you consider that. If you have gone online and you have figured out, I'm not going to tell you how, but if you figured out how to unlock VLOG L and you have not purchased the VLOG L upgrade kit, delete your custom profile that has saved VLOG L or purchase the VLOG L kit. I'm not just saying this because I'm mad that I spent 99 bucks and you didn't. Couldn't be further from the truth. I don't care. If you want to hack things, that's fine. But you are literally crippling the potential for further innovation in an existing camera. So, whatever. You want to be selfish, go ahead. But I think you're short-sighted if that's what you're doing. So, things to consider. And yes, VLOG is pretty awesome. And I'm very excited to receive my official activation code key. And I'm glad to have supported this financially. And hopefully, there's more to come for the GH4 if we don't screw it up. So, I know Panasonic has done stuff too. I'm not saying Panasonic is blameless in this. Panasonic, I think you really just screwed this up from the beginning. You should not have been posting videos of this on showroom floors and then saying, well, maybe sometime, I don't know, but you can obviously see it on the GH4, but we don't know. You shouldn't have done that. That was a pretty jerk move. It would have been much better, Panasonic, if you had said in April at NAB or whatever, if you had said, this is going to be a paid firmware update. We're still figuring out the details as far as what we can do. I mean, instead of having those YouTube videos just being like, hey, well, here's Anamorphic, which is coming out in Vlog, which, I don't know, maybe someday. That was pretty jerky. So, Panasonic, you've created a lot of the negativity, but users, we like this camera, right? And if we don't, then why are we using it? So, just thoughts. There you go.